Okay, now we've seen the plans for Brook Park, right? Tonight, Browns fans are reacting to this. A glimpse of what a revamped stadium on the lakefront could actually look like. A rendering shows a new glass exterior and a pedestrian bridge so fans can walk right into the dog pound. Michelle Jarboe tells us local leaders are not ruling out a lakefront dome.
Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb and Cuyahoga County Executive Ronayne sent this letter to state senators this week, urging them to put money toward renovating this stadium instead of building a new one in Brook Park. I sat down with Ronayne today to talk about that push and what a stadium transformation could look like.
What I see here is a great connection to the downtown, and I see the start of something really special on the waterfront.
Ronayne is talking about this rendering of Huntington Bank Field, a drawing that leaked out this week, first published by Cleveland Scene, later shared with News 5 and other outlets by the Browns.
It's nice that somehow one image found its way to the public's eyes, but in truth and transparency, they ought to show all their plans.
But the Browns say they've moved on to this bigger vision in Brook Park. In a statement Wednesday, they said the lakefront plan is old news, saying, "We haven't had substantive renovation discussions in months and have never been presented with a viable funding plan for a renovation from Cuyahoga County or the city of Cleveland to pair with our private investment." Ronayne says the city and county are willing to do a deal downtown at about half the cost to taxpayers of the Brook Park Stadium proposal.
It's a doable proposition. We can renovate this thing. We can do it in a way that is really dramatic.
But he won't go into details about what the county is willing to do yet.
We do have a plan, but it involves 3 sports teams. It's not just the Cleveland Browns. It's also the Guardians and the Cavs.
He and Mayor Justin Bibb want the state to put $350 million toward a renovation. The Browns want the state to issue $600 million worth of bonds for Brook Park instead. That's part of a state budget proposal still taking shape.
Local voices should matter in this conversation. This decision should not be decided from on high from the state of Ohio.
Ronayne believes the Browns can find a win in reimagining what already exists, upgrading an outdoor stadium, and maybe someday putting a roof on it.
Haslam Sports Group has said to us in meetings that they are entertaining the possibility of dome infrastructure, which is to say to retrofit a dome to the structure.
The Browns have said that would be expensive and impossible unless Cleveland closes nearby Burke Lakefront Airport, something the city is considering but hasn't committed to. Ronayne says all of this shouldn't be so tightly held.
We ought to have that conversation in public. I shouldn't be the only one to hear that. I want the public to hear. That's why I'm saying it to you.
In Cleveland, Michelle Jarboe, News 5.